Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. As we had previously reported to you, the Moscow Police Department and City of Moscow's response to EWU Media petition seeking public records were required to file a response to allegations of violations of the Idaho Public Records Act by July 10th, 2026. They did so. It is a very long response, over 30 pages. Whenever you're looking at a legal document like this, the recommendation is to get an overview. To do that, we recommend looking at the first 2 pages and the final 2 pages to orient the reader as to what is inside of this very long document. If you go to our community page of our YouTube channel, you see we published those 4 pages today, July 16th, 2026. Page 1 tells you what the filing is. Supplemental response of City of Moscow and Moscow Police Department to EWU Media LLC's petition for disclosure of public records. And it begins, Respondents, City of Moscow and Moscow Police Department, hereinafter referred to collectively as the city, hereby supplement their response to EWU Media LLC's petition for the disclosure of public records related to the investigation of Brian Kohberger. Page 2 begins with an introduction. It is well established that the Brian Kohberger case was high profile, that garnered worldwide attention. It is also undisputed that during the pendency of the Kohberger case, a non-dissemination order was in place in the criminal case. After entry of judgment of conviction on July 23, 2025, the city has received voluminous public records requests for information related to the criminal investigation, prompting relatives of some of the victims to file a separate proceeding seeking a permanent injunction against the city to protect their personal privacy interest, and now citing to Laramie et al. Versus City of Moscow. If you are interested in that case, please look at our prior content. The Laramie plaintiffs, all 4 of them, are the interveners in this case. Same 4 parties. Madison Mogan's mother, Ms. Laramie, and Ethan Chapin's mother, father, and sister, Stacy, James, and Maisie. Those are the 4 plaintiffs in last year's Laramie case. They are the 4 interveners here. Judge Marshall ordered that their response is due on or before the 24th of July, and when that's filed, we will advise you. The introduction continues to state that the Laramie court, which is, of course, the court in the above entitled case, held that the plaintiffs had standing to assert privacy interest in the records sought to be disclosed, and granted in part plaintiff's complaint for a permanent injunction. And then, accordingly, in addition to dealing with the sheer volume of public records requests, and then there's a footnote here that relates to what Judge Marshall found in Laramie et al. Regarding the volume of record requests that had been received by the City of Moscow. While the public has the right to obtain public records, Idaho legislature has put specific parameters in place to alleviate the burden imposed on public entities when responding to a public records request, as well as consideration of privacy implications. Accordingly, the city objects to EWU LLC's petition as stated herein. And ladies and gentlemen, right there, that final sentence of the introduction gives you an overview of what you're going to read. As stated herein means what now will follow. And we now see that the city, and that is the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department, objects to the petition and the relief sought by EWU and now they're going to lay out their case. Please join us for part 2 of this episode, where we're going to go over the summary section at the end, which we believe will help to further orient you as to what is contained within this response. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.